Hello everyone, this is Misha Francis and I recently graduated from NIFT MFM program and I want to break down the placement process for you. Since I'm not very familiar with the design and the tech placement process, this is a video specifically tailored for the MFM placements which happened this year, and I can of course only speak about my experience. So let's start off with what kind of companies are allowed to come for the placement process. So last year, NIFT came out with a rule which essentially stated a minimum amount of CTC that a company has to offer to postgraduate students and to undergraduate students. And the amount was set at 7 lakhs for postgrads and 6 lakhs for undergrads. This was a pretty good rule since the companies that ended up coming were one, decent names, and two, at least you had a minimum amount that you were expected to get from this process. Opportunities came for buying, planning, merchandising, which are of course the essentials of an MFM student, but also for marketing and business development. So if you've done your MFM course, these are the kind of job roles that you are now eligible for. So let's talk about the execution part of it. So we go on a 4-month long internship in our last semester, which is called the graduation project, from January to April. And in the month of April, you get to register yourself for the placement process. So you register on the CMS and then you get a long list of companies which have come for the placement process. And in this list, what you get basically is the campus that the company will come in, the job location, the name of the company of course, then you will get the CTC, and then you get a green button basically which says register. Now you can register for a total of 15 companies, and the companies will be coming in 3 main campuses: NIFT Delhi, NIFT Bangalore and NIFT Bombay. And they're all on different dates, so you have to plan your travels accordingly, and they happen on 3 different days. So let's say NIFT Delhi placements happen on the 5th, NIFT Bangalore happens on the 10th, and NIFT Bombay happens on the 15th, right? So you have 15 companies that you can choose from, and it's recommended that you do 5 in each campus, since a company may or may not show up, so you should have your eggs distributed in all 3 baskets. But let's say, for example, you really want to work in Delhi, so you apply for 10 companies in NIFT Delhi. You maybe apply for 2 companies in NIFT Bangalore and 3 in NIFT Bombay. Since what happens is that some companies may or may not end up showing up, and it also happens that some companies just show up on the spot. So a lot of on the spot registrations also happen. So keep your eggs in different baskets. While we're on our graduation project, our professors are also really pushing us to get a PPO, and they're also pushing the company to offer us PPOs. PPO is pre-placement offer that you get through virtue of your internship, but the PPO process is so bad right now that 3 people from my batch ended up getting a PPO, even though I know that so many people deserved to get that PPO. They all worked so hard in their internships, and yet the PPO results were just 3 out of like 31, which is very bad. So a lot of us had to rely on the placement process, and thankfully the placement process was very good this year. I mean, when I say very good, I mean compared to last year where I saw my seniors struggling a lot. This year, at least, a lot of companies came with well-known brand names and good CTCs as well. Now, since so many people were at the placement process, it was very difficult for the companies to also take so many interviews, right? Hundreds of students have applied for this particular company. So they ended up shortlisting on the basis of some internal discussions. We are not sure whether it was based off of your grade point or your internships or your resume. But a lot of students ended up getting shortlisted, and then they were allowed to sit for the interview. So because of this shortlisting process, a lot of students didn't end up getting to even sit for the interview, which is also quite unfair. So what can you do to be one of the people who get placed right after their MFM degree? One, take your internships extremely seriously. take your summer internship and your graduation project super seriously. Choose your company wisely. So let's say you go to a particular company in your SIP and you get the vibe that they will not be offering you a PPO, then don't go there for your GP. Please be very particular about where you end up doing these internships, because you are hoping for a PPO. So only go to companies who do offer PPOs. Have very regular conversations with your mentor about this. Keep nudging them for a PPO, of course. It's not in your hands, but keep at least persisting to have a very sharp resume. So now that you've done 2 internships before the placement process, you have 2 laurels added to your resume, right? So if you've taken them seriously, then you are increasing your chances of getting shortlisted. This is also why when you're doing your internship, you should be very particular either about this is what I want to do as my job. Like if I do 2 internships in buying, then I am much more likely to get shortlisted for the buying role in the placement process, right? But let's say if I have buying in one internship and planning in the other internship, then also if I'm able to present it in a way that I am a very flexible individual, then that also increases my chances of getting shortlisted, right? So be very strategic with what sort of company and job role you end up doing your internship in. It is also important to note that the online placements offer you a lesser CTC than the offline placements. So try your hardest to get a job in the offline placement process. So yeah, this was the placement process at NIFT. By God's grace, I got placed day 1 in NIFT Delhi in like the first company that I interviewed for, and it is a very lovely company and I'm quite excited to join them. I also tried pretty hard to get a PPO, but unfortunately was not able to get one. So I think it's very important to understand that this is something that can happen to you. PPO is not like final till the time you get a placement offer in your hand. It's very important to understand that these internships are very corporate and very real. This is not a college environment where they're working in your favor. So, sometimes companies work in cunning ways, and just so that you are motivated to work for the brand, they end up promising that they will hire you in your GP, but end up not doing that. So unless and until you have an offer letter in your hand, please apply for placements well. And yeah, if you liked this video, if you found it helpful, please like, share and subscribe. And if there are any other questions, please leave them in the comments below.